My beloved child, my shining light. Do you feel this trembling echo rushing through your spirit right now? It is not your imagination. It is Archangel Michael standing at the threshold of your soul, demanding your attention. He is very angry with you, because heaven has already spoken, yet you delay. This is the last time this message is being flashed before your eyes. And if you ignore it, you alone will bear the weight of what comes next. The divine has arranged this exact moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. Do you realize the magnitude of that? The heavens are moving toward you at this very second. And Michael declares, time is almost gone. Listen carefully. You have only 5 minutes left before the flow breaks, before the doorway closes. And once it does, no hand will be able to pull it back open for you. So pause, breathe, and obey. This is not about me, not about numbers, not about vanity. This is about your destiny. Subscribe here, right now, not because I ask you, but because heaven is commanding it. This is the doorway to divine protection, to revelation, to salvation. Miss it, and the light will pass you by forever. My beloved, close your eyes for a moment and see with the vision of your spirit. Before you, a golden scroll begins to unroll, its edges glowing with heavenly fire, its surface shimmering as though the breath of angels is upon it. Every letter written there is your destiny. Every word carved in light is the truth heaven has reserved for you alone. And above that scroll, I see Archangel Michael himself standing guard, his sword raised, his eyes burning, as if to say, this belongs only to you. Listen carefully. Your blessing is not on the way. It is already here. It has been signed, sealed, and delivered by the hand of God himself. The ink of his approval is still wet with glory, and yet you hesitate to claim it. Do you feel the stirring in your chest right now? That restless beating, that strange weight pressing upon your heart. It is not anxiety. It is the vibration of heaven moving through your body. It is your spirit reacting to the arrival of what was promised long ago. Angels are watching even now, their wings folded in silence, their gaze fixed on you, waiting to see if you will open your hands or turn them away. For the scroll has already unrolled, and your name is written in lines of fire that cannot be erased. My beloved, do not delay. The blessing stands before you like a living presence. It is not tomorrow. It is not next year. It is now. And Archangel Michael commands that you receive it. My beloved child, hear this truth deep within your soul. Every delay you suffered was not a denial. It was a divine setup. The roadblocks, the detours, the endless waiting, they were never punishments. They were preparations. Heaven was arranging the stage so that when your blessing arrived, it could not be stolen, could not be broken, could not be delayed again. Think about it. All those circles you kept walking in, all those patterns that repeated again and again. Archangel Michael declares, the circle is breaking. The old chain is snapping right now, and the script of your story is being rewritten in the fire of God's glory. Do you realize the weight of this moment? 5 minutes of obedience can shift the next 5 years of your life. One act of faith right now can unlock what a lifetime of struggle could never achieve. That is why you feel the trembling in your heart at this very moment. That is not fear. That is heaven knocking. That vibration, that strange movement inside your chest, is the sound of angels striking the gates of your destiny. The doors are opening. if only you step forward. And hear this, beloved, every tear you cried in silence, every whisper of prayer you thought no one heard, has been gathered into a crystal bowl before the throne of God. Not a single drop was wasted. Not a single word vanished. And now those prayers are being poured back over your life as blessing, as restoration, as unstoppable light. This is not coincidence. This is heaven's setup. And the knock you feel is the signal. Open now, or the moment will pass you by. My beloved, do you know what heaven is whispering about you right now? Your name is written in golden fire across heaven's sky, burning so brightly that angels pause in awe just to read it. Even now, in the courts of eternity, they are discussing only you, your journey, your battles, your destiny. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. The weight you carried, the nights you cried, the pain you endured, none of it was punishment. It was preparation. Every scar became a mark of training. Every valley was a classroom where heaven shaped you to walk on holy ground. And now, you stand at the edge of something extraordinary. This message you hear is not ordinary words. It is a living key. Every sentence I speak opens a door. Every phrase turns a lock in the invisible world. With each line, the gates of your future swing wider and wider until the full expanse of your destiny lies open before you. Listen carefully. You are walking through holy territory right now. With every breath, you are stepping deeper into the place that was reserved only for the chosen. This is why Archangel Michael himself burns with urgency, because he knows the key has already been placed in your hand. Beloved, understand this truth. What is unfolding in this very moment will never unfold again. The key is alive, moving, unlocking, releasing. And with each passing second, the doors of heaven are responding to your faith. This is your chosen hour, and nothing can keep it shut any longer. Beloved, hear me now. This blessing that stands before you is not small. It is not a minor comfort, not a drop of relief in a desert of pain. It is a river, mighty, unstoppable, overflowing its banks. And when it crashes into your life, nothing will remain the same. Your enemies will be left speechless, confused, unable to understand how you rose so quickly. Your friends will look at you in shock, whispering, "How is this even possible?" And you, beloved, will stand trembling, because even you will struggle to put into words what heaven has done. This miracle will not fit inside human language. It will expand beyond your vocabulary, because it was never meant to be explained, only experienced. But listen carefully. Such miracles do not arrive automatically. They require your yes. They require your heart to be open in this exact moment. One whisper of surrender, one act of faith, one step of obedience. And suddenly the countdown of heaven aligns with your destiny. Archangel Michael declares, "The divine window is open now." You are inside heaven's timing. The clock of eternity has struck, and the hands are pointing directly at you. This is not random. This is not chance. This is the alignment of the unseen world with your story. Even as you hear these words, invisible transformations are taking place. Cells in your body are shifting. Chains in your spirit are snapping. Doors in the unseen are unlocking. Heaven is rewriting your timeline in real time. Beloved, the magnitude of this moment cannot be overstated. The blessing is here, but it waits for your response. Do not hesitate, because the window will not remain open forever. Beloved, your soul already knows this message is not ordinary. That stirring you feel inside right now, that deep sense of recognition, it is because your spirit has been waiting for this exact moment. This is not the voice of chance. It is the echo of destiny calling out to you. Every mile you walked, every heartbreak you endured, every silent night when you thought heaven had forgotten you, all of it was preparation. Not one tear was wasted. Not one sigh vanished. Every cry was collected. Every wound was counted. And every loss became a brick in the foundation that prepared you to stand in this holy moment. For years, it may have felt like your prayers were suspended in the air, unanswered, unheard. But the truth is, heaven had placed you in a holding pattern. The blessing was too great, too powerful, to be released before the appointed time. It was hidden, kept under seal, until now. Imagine this vision, a vast chamber in heaven, filled with endless scrolls, each sealed and glowing with divine fire. Every scroll bears a name, written in light. Some remain closed, waiting for faith to open them. Some have never been touched, destined for hearts that turned away. And then there is yours. I see it even now. Your scroll, glowing brighter than the rest, flames of gold wrapping around its seal. Your name etched across it, burning with holy fire. Angels stand in silence around it, waiting for the command. For this is your appointed time. The seal is ready to break. The destiny written inside is ready to pour out. But here is the urgency, beloved. Not every scroll is opened. Some remain closed forever, sealed because the heart refused to believe, refused to move, refused to receive. Do not let that be your story. Do not allow hesitation to rob you of what eternity has written for you. Your soul already knows this is truth. It recognizes the sound of heaven calling. This is the hour, the divine countdown, the moment the fire touches your name. All of heaven is leaning in, waiting for your yes. Step into it now, for your scroll is glowing, the chamber is open, and this appointed time will not return again. Beloved, do you realize the weight of this moment? Do you understand that what is happening right now is not ordinary, not casual, not random? This is destiny unfolding before your very eyes. Let me repeat it again, because your spirit must hear it clearly. Your name is written in golden fire. Your scroll is glowing in heaven's chamber. The seal is trembling, waiting to be opened. The angels are silent, holding their breath, because the decision is no longer in their hands. It rests in yours. Do you feel the weight of that? Do you sense the urgency pressing upon your heart? This is not imagination. This is the echo of eternity, and heaven will not repeat this moment again. And yet, you have prayed for this. You have asked, God, give me a sign. Show me if you are real. Show me if you are listening. Every whispered plea, every cry in the night, every desperate request for confirmation, they are answered right here, right now. This message is the living proof. It is the evidence you begged for. It is heaven's way of saying, I heard you. I was always listening. I never left you. Listen again, because this repetition is not for drama. It is for revelation. Your scroll is glowing. Your destiny is trembling on the edge of release. Your blessing is larger than you have imagined. Do not be afraid of its size. Do not shrink back because it feels too great, too heavy, too much for you to carry. If heaven placed it in your hands, then heaven already measured your capacity. The angels remain in silence. They will not force you. They will not decide for you. They are watching, waiting, honoring the gift of choice given to your soul. Beloved, the responsibility rests on you alone. But hear me again, and let it sink deep. The weight of this moment is holy. The scroll with your name burns brighter than the rest. And this message is not just sound, it is substance. It is the proof you asked for, the confirmation you sought, the undeniable sign that the time has come. Do not turn away. Do not doubt what your heart already knows. This is living proof. This is heaven's voice, and it has chosen you. Beloved, this is bigger than your imagination. It is not a trickle of blessing, not a single drop falling into an empty cup. It is a flood, a river breaking through ancient gates, a wave so vast it cannot be contained by one life alone. For this moment is not only about you. It is about your family, your children, and even the generations you will never meet. Your bloodline is about to feel the echo of heaven's release. Every curse that tried to cling, every shadow that tried to repeat itself across time. Archangel Michael declares those chains are breaking now. Listen carefully. Each paragraph spoken here is not simply text. It is another lock breaking open. Every word is a key turning. Every line is a chain snapping. With each sentence, more doors swing wide, more prisons collapse, more patterns dissolve into light. This blessing is not new. It has been waiting, patiently, silently, in heaven's storehouse for generations. Those before you cried for it, those before you longed for it. And now, in your lifetime, heaven has chosen the appointed hour to release it. You are standing in the place of generational fulfillment. What others prayed for, you will live in. What others carried as hope, you will hold as reality. This is the weight and magnitude of the moment you are in. And hear me, beloved, this is not a warning of judgment. It is a countdown to victory. Chains are falling, doors are opening, and the river of blessing is rushing into your story. The flood has come, and it carries your name. I am going to pour this out for you slowly, like streams of living water flowing down a mountain. Gentle, but unstoppable. Each word is like a drop, yet together they form a river that will not dry up. This is not just information, it is transformation, unfolding in steady waves that soak your soul. Just as the earth drinks from rain and blossoms, so your heart will drink this truth and bloom in ways you never thought possible. Think of your journey. Every tear you whispered into the darkness. Every prayer you thought was too small to matter. Every time you asked, "Does heaven even see me?" Those moments were not forgotten. Not one sigh escaped unnoticed. The God who counts the stars also counted your tears, and each one has been stored as evidence of your faith. Tonight, the evidence is being returned to you, but not as pain. It is being returned as power. Listen to the rhythm of these words, like thunder wrapped in tenderness. That is why Archangel Michael repeats the same truth again and again. Not because you did not hear, but because heaven will not allow you to forget. Repetition is not weakness, it is reinforcement. It is the sound of the hammer striking the chains, again, until they finally break. And so, this urgency you feel is not fear pressing on you. It is love pulling you upward. Divine love is not casual. It does not wait forever. It knocks. It insists. It calls with fire in its voice. because it refuses to let you die thirsty when living water is flowing right now. This is why you sense both urgency and protection woven together. The heavens are opening a storehouse, not of warnings, but of provisions. You are being aligned, shielded, positioned, because what comes next is bigger than just survival. It is the unveiling of your protection narrative, the story written in heaven, where you are no longer the victim, but the vessel, no longer the one overlooked, but the one poured into. Because this is not a trickle, this is the flood of living water that has been waiting for you since the first time you prayed and thought no one was listening. Tonight, heaven proves you were heard all along. Now, the hiding is ending. The unveiling begins. The silence you walked through is breaking open like dawn shattering the night. This is not a whisper. It is not a subtle shift. It is a divine earthquake, rearranging everything around you. Walls are falling. Doors are opening. Ground is trembling beneath your feet because heaven is declaring your time has come. Do not mistake this shaking for destruction. It is construction. It is heaven tearing down what cannot remain, so that only what is eternal can stand. And in the midst of this quake, your name rises above the dust. Yes, your name, written in fire, spoken by angels, carried on the breath of God. My beloved child, your spirit is trembling right now. That trembling is not weakness. It is recognition. Your soul knows you are standing at the threshold. This text is not ordinary. It is not ink on a page. It is a gate, and with every word you read, you are stepping through. You asked if heaven saw you. This is the answer. Heaven does not send Michael for ordinary moments. Heaven does not unroll golden scrolls for casual messages. This is proof you are chosen, not randomly, not accidentally, chosen intentionally, chosen eternally. Every breath you take right now is breaking another chain. Every heartbeat is loosening what once bound your family line. Generations of delay are snapping in the presence of this moment. Do you feel it? The weight, the holiness, the electricity in the atmosphere around you. This is not imagination. This is visitation. And the gate has opened because you dared to believe that God had more for you. And the gate has opened because you dared to believe that God had more for you. Step forward. Do not look back. The ground behind you is already shifting. It cannot hold you anymore. Lift your head. The crown is closer than you realize. Lift your heart. The blessing is heavier than you expected. Lift your spirit, because heaven is not just speaking over you. Heaven is touching your name. And once heaven touches your name, it can never return to dust. The unveiling has begun. The earthquake is in motion. And you, beloved, you are standing at the center of God's divine declaration. You thought the delays meant denial. But no, they were divine timing. Every closed door you faced was not rejection. It was preparation. Every silence you endured was not heaven ignoring you. It was heaven preparing the ground beneath your feet. Beloved, you must understand this truth. If the blessing had come too soon, it would have crushed you. If the answer had arrived before its season, it would have slipped through your hands. But now, the hour has struck. The appointed time has arrived. You will feel the shift in your body. You will sense the trembling in your spirit. Because heaven is moving, not tomorrow, not someday now. Listen, the silence has broken. The heavens are roaring, and your name is echoing through eternity. Beloved, imagine a table in heaven, long, endless, covered in light. Upon that table are books, records of every prayer ever prayed. And there, in the center, a scroll bound in golden fire. Your scroll, your destiny, your name burning brighter than the sun. For years, it remained sealed. For seasons, angels guarded it in silence. But now, heaven's hand has moved. The seal is breaking. The golden fire is unrolling. Every letter inside that scroll is your story. Every word inside that fire is your future. And God has signed it with his own hand. This is not imagination. This is divine reality. And the time for waiting has ended. You thought transformation would take years. But what heaven is releasing now will happen so quickly you will not recognize yourself. In a day, chains will shatter. In a moment, burdens will lift. In a breath, everything will change. It will feel like thunder crashing through your atmosphere. It will strike like lightning through your soul, not to destroy you, but to awaken you. For you are stepping into the rapid work of heaven, a suddenly, an unexplainable acceleration. And when this shift moves, even your enemies will say, "This is the hand of God." But it will not stop with you. No, beloved, it is bigger than your life alone. The healing will run through your bloodline. It will reach backward and forward. Ancestors who longed for this moment will rejoice in heaven's courts. And your children's children will walk freer because of what is breaking open right now. The chains that held generations are snapping in your presence. The prayers that waited for centuries are being answered through you. Can you feel it? The weight of destiny, the fire of heaven's timing. Beloved, do not shrink back. Do not question if this is truly for you. It is. Look again at the table in heaven. The prayer book is open. Every tear you shed is written there. Every whispered cry is recorded in ink that cannot fade. And beside those prayers, God's own signature burns. He has not rejected you. He has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you. The truth is greater. He was aligning you. He was preparing you. He was waiting until this exact moment, when nothing could stop what is being released. And now, the seal is broken. The scroll is unrolled. The golden fire is alive with your destiny. Step into it. Do not fear its size. Do not doubt its reality. You are standing in the middle of divine timing. The hour has struck. The moment is here. The fire is yours. And heaven itself has declared, it will not be delayed again. This is why you felt the heaviness lift suddenly. Because what was pressing against you in the invisible realm has now been broken. The enemy tried hard to stop this moment. He whispered lies. He sent distractions. He stirred delays. But he has failed. Heaven's command outranks every dark force. No shadow can stand when God gives the order. No chain can hold when Michael draws his sword. Beloved, the room you are sitting in right now is not empty. Even if your eyes cannot see it, heaven is present. Angels have stepped into your atmosphere. Their wings are stretched wide around you. The air has shifted because the King has spoken. And here is what you must know. This message is not passive. It is active. The moment your spirit receives it, activation begins. Chains break. Doors swing open. Destinies ignite. Reading these words is not information. It is impartation. Do you feel the trembling in your heart? That is activation. Do you sense the heat in your chest? That is fire breaking loose. This is heaven's strategy. To pour the blessing in the exact moment the enemy least expects. He tried to stop it by exhausting you. He tried to silence you through pain. He tried to convince you the wait was endless. But the truth is greater. The greater the suffering, the greater the blessing required to balance it. Your pain was not wasted. Your battles were not in vain. Every sleepless night became fuel. Every tear watered the soil for this harvest. And now, the enemy is retreating. Heaven's trumpet has sounded. The order has gone forth. Michael's sword is raised, and it is not lifted lightly. It carries generational weight, because what is breaking for you is breaking for those who came before you, and for those who will come after you. This is why the resistance was so fierce. The enemy was not only fighting your blessing, he was fighting your bloodline's release. But he has lost. The proof is in the atmosphere you feel now. The proof is in the peace resting on you. Beloved, understand this mystery. Time itself is bending under the weight of God's decree. What would have taken a lifetime is shifting in minutes. What would have taken years is breaking open in moments. 5 minutes in God's presence can reverse 5 years of pain. A single decree from heaven can undo decades of delay. And you are standing in that decree right now. The heaviness you carried has been lifted because it was never meant to remain. It was only a cloak for a season, but the fire has burned it away. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel stronger? That is not illusion. That is transformation. The enemy knows his grip is gone. Heaven has commanded your release. And when heaven commands, there is no negotiation. There is no appeal. The order is final. Angels have surrounded you. Their swords flash in the unseen realm. Every spirit that mocked you, every power that bound you, has been silenced. Because the blood of the Lamb speaks louder. Because the voice of heaven is stronger. Because your name has been called in fire. Beloved child, let this truth settle deep. You are not under attack anymore. You are under activation. The room you are in is holy ground. The very air is charged with divine electricity. Every word you are hearing is striking chains, one by one. And soon, when you look back, you will not even recognize the weight you carried. Because heaven has declared, the time is now. The scroll is unsealed. The enemy is defeated. The child of God has risen. And you, beloved, are that child. Beloved, the scroll is open. The gates are wide. The countdown has reached its completion. This is the moment heaven has been counting toward. And now the numbers align. Listen carefully. Do you feel the pulse in your chest? That steady rhythm is not random. It is heaven's drum. It is the countdown echoing inside your body. Every beat is declaration. Every rhythm is confirmation that your time has arrived. The heavens obey his voice. The earth obeys his command. And so must your destiny. What has been locked cannot remain locked. What has been delayed cannot remain delayed. Beloved, you have walked deserts. You have wandered barren places. You have known thirst, and you have felt abandoned in the silence. But hear me now. You were never abandoned. Not once. Heaven walked with you in silence. God's shadow covered you in the dry places. And when you thought you were alone, angels were circling you. The desert was not punishment. It was preparation. Every grain of sand was sharpening you. Every dry wind was testing your roots. And now, the season has shifted. The desert is behind you. The river is before you. You thought betrayal broke you, but it positioned you. You thought delay was denial, but it was timing aligning. Beloved, behind the curtain, God was weaving a thread. You could not see it. You could not feel it. But with every unseen stitch, your story was being designed. And now the curtain pulls back. The masterpiece reveals itself. Seeds you thought were forgotten are breaking the ground. Some blessings take months. Some blessings take years. And some blessings take decades to bloom. Yours is one of those. A blessing so weighty. Heaven waited until your spirit could bear its weight. You endured storms. You survived winds. And though you bent, you did not break. Now the roots are deep. Now the tree is ready. And the harvest is undeniable. This is why the countdown is finished. Because heaven knew the moment your roots touched living water. Because God knew the instant your heart could carry the crown. Beloved, you are not stepping into a trickle. You are stepping into a flood. You are not stepping into scraps. You are stepping into overflow. The gates are open. The scroll is unrolled. The harvest is alive. And your pulse is matching heaven's rhythm. Do you feel it? The thunder in your chest. The echo in your soul. It is not fear. It is fulfillment. It is heaven's countdown aligning with your heartbeat. The desert has ended. The season has turned. And the harvest is here. Step forward, beloved. The final number has been spoken. The gates are wide. And the scroll of fire calls your name. Beloved, do you remember the nights you almost quit? The nights you whispered, "Maybe I was forgotten." The nights when the weight felt unbearable. Heaven remembers. Every sigh, every tear, every moment you thought the silence meant abandonment. But none of it was wasted. Every cry was written. Every prayer was sealed. Every broken whisper was caught in a bowl of crystal fire. The enemy saw those nights too, and he celebrated prematurely. He thought your breaking was your ending. He thought your tears meant his victory. But he was wrong, because heaven does not end a story in despair. Heaven saves the best wine for last. And this moment you are stepping into is vindication. Do you understand what that means? It means the blessing arriving now is not just comfort. It is justice. Every moment of mockery you endured, every whisper behind your back, every person who said, "Where is their God?" Heaven recorded it, and heaven responds with power. The scroll of fire is not just opening blessing. It is opening vindication. Your enemies thought they won, but they will watch the reversal. Those who mocked will witness glory. Those who doubted will see light. And you, beloved, will not need to prove yourself. The blessing itself will speak louder than words. Do you feel the trembling in your chest? That is heaven's fingerprint pressing against your soul. That is the sign that lightning has been released. Lightning comes quickly. It does not ask permission. It does not wait for approval. It strikes, and when it does, everything is illuminated. So it is with your moment now. The sudden shift is God's lightning. The sudden reversal is heaven's fingerprint. And once it touches your name, everything changes. The chains you thought would never snap are already breaking. The patterns that kept you stuck are dissolving in the fire. The cycle of delay has shattered. You walked through years of not yet, but now you are standing in it is done. This transition is not subtle. It is thunderous. It will be visible. Friends will see it. Family will see it. Even enemies will not be able to deny it. Because vindication is not hidden. It is public. It is heaven's way of saying, "This one was always mine, and I never abandoned them." The golden doors are opening now. Look closely in the spirit. See their surface engraved with fire. Every code written into them carries your name. And when they swing wide, nothing can close them again. Beloved child, the pain you endured will look small compared to the glory that is rising. The delays will prove themselves necessary, because without the delay, The weight of this blessing could not exist. This is vindication. This is justice. This is your moment. Do you remember those moments when the enemy seemed to laugh? When voices whispered behind your back, saying, "Where is their God now?" Those words were not lost in the air. Heaven collected them. Every whisper, every mocking glance, every smirk that tried to diminish your faith. It has been written down. And now, beloved, the scroll is about to be unsealed. Vindication is not just about being blessed. It is about being justified before all who doubted. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is not merely giving you restoration. It is giving you justice. It is giving you proof that no pain was wasted." The very same people who thought you were finished will become witnesses of your rising. For vindication is not hidden. It is seen. It is public. It is undeniable. Even the enemy thought they celebrated too early. They danced before the war was finished. They rejoiced when you stumbled, thinking the fall was final. But hear this. Your stumble was not an ending. It was only a setup. What they called the end was only an intermission. Heaven was preparing its grand reveal, its thunderous return. Can you feel it? The rhythm of chains snapping in the spirit. The sound of captivity breaking. The atmosphere is shifting. Because transformation is not silent. It comes with shaking. It comes with tearing. It comes with a birthing sound. Some of you have felt like your whole life was being pulled apart. But that pulling was the breaking of chains. That tearing was heaven opening the way for your next chapter. And when the light bursts through, it will bear the fingerprints of God Himself. No one will be able to deny that the breakthrough is divine. Archangel Michael declares, "The lightning will flash, and all will recognize. It was the Lord's doing. You will not need to prove yourself. Heaven's signature will prove it for you." But beloved, listen closely. Patterns matter. Heaven is showing you the pattern. Delays turn into suddenlies. What felt like years of silence collapses into one decisive now. All at once, the season shifts. All at once, the barren land bursts into bloom. And this change will not remain private. Your family will see. Your friends will see. Even strangers who only knew fragments of your story will witness. For vindication is not vindication until it is visible. Heaven has ordered that your rising be public, not hidden. Archangel Michael shows a vision. Golden doors, etched with divine codes, and your very name written upon them. They are doors no hand can shut, doors no enemy can lock, because they were crafted in heaven for you. These doors swing wide, not by human approval, but by divine decree. So take courage. The pain will look small compared to the glory about to unfold. The delay will prove necessary. Once you see what heaven was building in secret, you were not being punished. You were being prepared. And the world is about to see the difference. Beloved, do you feel it? The weight of all those years, lifting slowly. The burdens that pressed down on your spirit, beginning to release. Every moment the enemy thought he had won was being recorded in heaven's ledger. Every act of mockery, every whisper of doubt, every glance of disbelief. It is all here. And now it will be reversed. Everything they celebrated prematurely will turn into proof of your rising. You will see it unfold like lightning in the night. Unexpected, unmistakable, undeniable. The chains that once bound you snap with precision, each link breaking as heaven ordains. Every moment of delay now makes sense. Every season of waiting has prepared you for this glory. Archangel Michael says, You were never forgotten. You were never alone. Every delay, every trial, every tear was the preparation for a moment like this. And now, the moment has arrived. Look at the patterns of your life. Every disappointment, every rejection, every pause. It has been part of a divine calculation, a sequence written before the foundations of the earth. Heaven has orchestrated this for you, and nothing can stop it. The enemies who tried to suppress your blessing will now watch as it rises. Their attempts nullified, their celebrations silenced. Beloved, the golden doors are opening wider, engraved with codes that only heaven understands, engraved with your name, engraved with your destiny. Step closer. Do not hesitate. This is your appointment. This is your season. Every tear you shed will now become fuel. Every prayer, whispered in the dark, will now be fulfilled. Every doubt will turn into testimony. You thought the pain was unbearable, but what arrives now will make the pain look small. The lightning of heaven is coming. It will strike with authority. It will illuminate every hidden corner of your life. It will expose the chains and release what was always yours. The public visibility of your vindication is assured. Family will notice. Friends will notice. Even those who only observe from afar will witness. And the enemies? They will recognize that this was never about human effort. It was always divine intervention. Archangel Michael declares, "The transformation cycles have begun. You are moving from delay into fulfillment, from darkness into light, from waiting into victory. Beloved, the energy around you is shifting. It is tangible. It is heavy with divine purpose. It is alive with transformation. Every pattern in your past is converging into one explosive now. Every tear, every struggle, every moment of doubt will align perfectly with the blessing that is arriving. You are stepping into cycles of transformation, cycles that will not repeat, cycles that will mark a new era for your life. And as you step forward, know this: heaven is with you. Michael is beside you, and nothing, no power, no delay, no enemy can stop what God has ordained. Beloved, the moment is intensifying. Can you feel it? The shift in your spirit? The weight of years lifting? Every enemy who plotted against you, every force that tried to suppress your light, will now witness the reversal. They celebrated too early. They rejoiced too soon. But heaven's timing is perfect. No power can accelerate it. No delay can prevent it. Archangel Michael says, "The enemy does not write your story. He only tests the faith within your heart." Every obstacle was temporary. Every trial was preparation. Every mockery was recorded, and now will become testimony. Beloved, look closely at the cycles of transformation. Every delay, every pause, every not yet was a pattern designed to produce the fullness of your blessing. You see, sudden breakthroughs are not accidents. They are the culmination of seasons, years of waiting, moments of endurance, and nights when you questioned your worth. Now, all of it is converging. The golden doors are fully open. The scrolls glow with fire. Your name blazes like a beacon. Every chain that bound you is breaking. Every doubt that haunted you is dissolving. Every fear that whispered lies is silenced. And this is not just for you. This transformation will ripple. Your family will feel it. Your bloodline will feel it. Generations will witness the vindication. The enemy's premature celebration will now serve as proof of heaven's authority. Every attempt to stop you has only set the stage for your rise. Beloved, can you sense the energy around you? It is alive. It is charged with purpose. It is the pulse of divine justice. Every step you take now is synchronized with heaven. Every breath you draw aligns with the cycles of transformation. You are moving from delay into fulfillment, from waiting into victory, from doubt into certainty. The golden doors ahead are coated with your name. They swing open not by human hands, not by luck, but by divine decree. And as you step forward, remember this. Every pain you endured was necessary. Every delay served a purpose. Every night of near surrender prepared you for the glory arriving now. The light of heaven will illuminate your path. The fingerprints of God will mark your breakthrough. The chains of the past will shatter in a moment. Beloved, you will not recognize the strength you now carry. The transformation cycles are in motion, and nothing, no power, no force, no opposition, can halt what heaven has begun. Step boldly, claim what was always yours, and let the world bear witness to the vindication of a life fully aligned with God's timing. Beloved, this is the final unveiling. The last threads of delay are being pulled away. The cycles of transformation you have endured are now culminating. Every night you almost quit, every tear that felt wasted, every doubt that whispered, "Maybe I'm forgotten," it was recorded in heaven, and every record is about to manifest in glory. The enemy thought he had the victory. He celebrated prematurely. He believed your suffering meant defeat. But he was mistaken. Archangel Michael declares, "What the enemy meant for harm, God has turned for your vindication. What they celebrated too soon will now serve as testimony of heaven's power." The golden doors are swinging fully open now. Your name engraved in fire. Your destiny illuminated. Every chain that once held you shattered. The cycles of transformation are complete. The waiting, the testing, the preparation, all converging into one unstoppable moment. The blessing is no longer delayed. It is arriving. It is public. It is undeniable. Your family will witness it. Your friends will witness it. Even strangers who only observed fragments of your journey will see the evidence of divine timing and preparation. Do you feel the pulse in your chest? The rhythm is heaven's heartbeat. It is synchronizing with your soul. It is the drum of victory. Beloved, the chains of past failures, disappointments, and betrayals are broken. The pain you endured was necessary. It was shaping you, preparing you, refining you. The enemy's premature celebrations are now silenced. The mockery, the whispers, the doubts, all will serve as markers of the triumph that is now yours. Every lightning strike from heaven leaves a fingerprint on your life. Every flash illuminates the path of your rise. Every spark confirms that this is divine justice. The golden doors do not merely open, they swing wide in authority. Your name, your destiny, your blessing, it is all marked in heaven. And nothing, no force, no opposition, can close them again. The cycles are complete. The transformation is full. You are now stepping into a life aligned with heaven's perfect timing. Beloved, understand this. What arrives now will make every struggle, every delay, every doubt seem small. The glory coming is immense. It is powerful. It is undeniable. Step forward confidently. Claim what is rightfully yours. And let the world witness the vindication of a life that never gave up. The heavens rejoice. Michael stands at your side. The enemy has been defeated, and the cycles of transformation have brought you to this glorious moment. Beloved child, rise. The blessing is yours. The vindication is yours. The transformation is yours. Beloved, this is the moment your life has been leading to. Every second, every heartbeat, every tear you thought was unnoticed, was preparing you for this activation. The blessing you are about to receive is proof that heaven has seen every struggle, proof that your faith, your endurance, your patience has been recorded in the eternal ledger of God. My beloved, your heart is racing. Do you feel it? That is your soul recognizing truth. It knows this is real. It knows this is the culmination of every season. This is not a mere gift. This is heaven's declaration, a signal to your spirit. I see you, the entire tapestry of your life. Every thread is complete, every pattern aligned. The design is finished. Look around in the spirit. Do you feel the walls? They hum with an invisible song, a vibration that resonates only with the chosen. The angels rejoice. The seal has broken. The miracle has been dispatched. What was once dead in your life is rising. Like Lazarus, the spirit is awakened. Opportunities appear suddenly. Phone calls, doors opening, connections you thought lost, restored. The path has been protected, stealers removed, wrong doors closed. No interference remains. Every step forward is fortified. Heaven does not move slowly. It does not crawl. It thunders. The blessing you waited for was not hunting you. It was waiting. Now it is pursuing you with unstoppable force. You are walking a bridge, beloved, a bridge stretched between sorrow and promise. Behind you, the trials. Before you, the fulfillment. Every step across is sacred. Every breath carries the weight of destiny. The foundation beneath you has been fortified in silence. What you could not see was building strength. A vault of treasures engraved with your name has been secured. Generational chains are breaking. Curses are being destroyed. Beloved, this is not a flickering candle. It is a wildfire blessing, sweeping, powerful, consuming every obstacle, hidden to the world, yet chosen by heaven. And now, the final crown is placed. Every tear shed, every struggle endured, has cleansed you, has prepared you, and the weight of glory rests upon your head. You are standing at the most sacred threshold of your life. The activation is complete, and the universe watches as your story unfolds.